Hi, how's it going? Today we'll be talking about interchange standards on the in the Cosmos ecosystem. This interchange standard defines the standards for a set number of modules. However, this focuses on the Cosmos ecosystem. You can obviously, if your network implements inter blockchain communication, you can probably have a look at this as well. There's also some talk of the Grandpa client, which I have not covered in this demonstration, but I will cover it in the next demonstration for sure. Some important terminologies that you might already be aware of. Relay handler module, routing module, datagrams. When we get to the actual important part, I will explain these in detail. Some subprotocols are essentially set of datagrams and functions which must be implemented by the IBC handler module of the implementing blockchain. Authentication is the property of ensuring that datagrams were in fact sent by a particular chain in the manner defined by the IBC handler. Finality is the quantifiable assurance that provided by a consensus algorithm that a particular block will not be reverted. Now, as we go forth, I'll be covering a lot of standards, but a lot of these standards are just picked up from the manual. If you feel that I have not covered it in depth, you can refer to the manual itself, which is available on github.com/cosmos/ICS. It's in the description. Let's talk about consensus and transactional liveliness, which is continuance of block production and confirmations respectively. And finally, inter-blockchain communication, which I'm sure a lot of you are aware of. It's a protocol for secure communication between blockchain networks, and it helps implement features such as cross-chain asset transfer, atomic swaps, multi-chain smart contracts, and stuff like that. IBC is used for data transport, authentication, and reliability only. Please note that this is not solely an application layer protocol, but it can be used for. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted with the background noise. Yeah, it's not a application layer protocol. It also involves off-chain transactions using the relay function. We'll also uh, demonstrate how IBC works somewhere in the middle of this video. This is the data flow. Have a good look at it, and we'll get to this in detail as we go along. So ICS 001, the interchange standard. This is the fundamental of the design document for other standards. So suppose ICS 026 talks about vector commitments. We need to specify how the vector commitments will, how we'll specify the vector commitment standard, right? This is the design document describing a particular protocol or feature that is supposed to be of use to the Cosmos ecosystem. An ICS consists of the following: a header, synopsis, specification, history log, and copyright notice. If you go to github.com/cosmos/ICS, and if you click on any of the standards, you will notice that they all follow this standard. Header must contain metadata. It must contain these few requirements. Optionally, it can also contain requires of ICS, required by, replace, and replaced by. In the mandatory data, stages refer to the current ICS stage. Stages in header will be strawman, draft, candidate, and final list. This is a chronological sequence of how a certain ICS standard goes from just being a open issue on the issues page of the repository to actually being included in the formal ICS standard set. Other data needed would be a brief synopsis that follows the header, specification section that talks about the main. It's the main component of ICS. It should have design rationale, documentation, dependencies, references, and technical details. Subcomponents are also very important, and they'd be motivation, definitions, desired properties, technical specification, backward and forward compatibility, and example implementation. History and copyright are other two things that are required in the interchange standard for any module. Formatting will be a GitHub flavored markdown, simple English, nothing too complicated. Technical jargon should not cloud what is actually to be conveyed. and pseudocode must be language agnostic. Please note that by technical jargon, I don't mean what is essential. I mean what is non-essential. Sometimes, while defining something, we often get too carried away with it, and instead of defining it succinctly and briefly, we go on and on about it. Probably like how I am going on and on about this one. Let's start with vector commitments, which is the interchange standard 23. I actually wanted to do this last, but um, let's cover it right now. Vector commitment is a construction that produces a constant size binding commitment to an index vector of elements and short membership or non-membership rules for any indices and elements in a vector. The specification enumerates the functions and properties required of the commitment construction used in the IBC protocol. In particular, commitments utilized in IBC are required to be positionary binding. They must be able to prove existence or non-existence of values at specific positions. Uh, a brief overview of the roles, which is when you've got the manager, which is the actor with ability to control, to add or remove items from the commitment. The prover is the actor responsible for generating proofs of inclusion or non-inclusion of particular elements. This is generally a relayer, and verifier is checks the proof in order to verify the actions of the manager. Uh, yeah. A commitment construction must specify a few data types: state, root, path, prefix, and proof. A commitment construction also must have few important functions: initialization, root calculation, adding and removing of elements, proofs generation, and verification of proof. There are a few optional functions which are better defined in the manual for ICS, which you can again access on the Cosmos repository. Host requirements. This is the requirements for the host of the involved in the interblockchain communication, and let's talk about this. The specification defines the minimal set of interfaces which must be provided, and properties which must be fulfilled by a state machine hosting and implementation of the interblockchain communication protocol. IBC should require as simple an interface from the underlying state machine as possible to maximize the ease of correct implementation. Let's talk about the technical specification of a host requirement. We've got module systems. The host machine must support a module system whereby self-contained and potentially mutually distrusted packages of code can safely execute on the same ledger. Control how and when you allow other modules to communicate with them, and be identified and manipulated by a master module or execution environment. IBC TAO, which is the ordering layer, defines the implementation of two modules, which is the handler and the relay layer, while IBC application layer further defines other modules for handling application logic. An identifier is a byte string used as a key for an object stored in a state, such as connection, channel, light, clients. These are empty alphanumerics. A path is a byte string used as a key for an object stored in a state. Paths must only contain identifiers, constant strings, and the terminal separator. The separator used to separate and concatenate two identifiers or an identifier and a constant byte string. Identifiers must not contain the separator, because it can cause ambiguity. There's a few other things in the technical specification that we need to talk about, but I am skipping this all over video. Since this is better covered in the manual, where you can go to github.com/cosmos/ICS to access this particular document with a few more in-depth conversations on the same. Let's talk about module layout for the time being. We've got three example modules, say Aardvark, Betazoid, and Cephalopod. Just make this full screen. Cephalopod. Then we've got an IBC routing module. So these are connected. This implements ICS 26, which I'll cover soon. IBC and this is on a one-way connection to IBC handler module, which implements 2, 3, ICS2345 internally exposes interface defined in ICS25. If you are a little confused about what these terminologies mean, you can always go to the documentation, scroll down a little bit, and a numbered reference. 2345 are what you would need to uh, have a valid connection. So it's important that these are implemented. Um, ICS26 is the routing module which is needed to route, and this is how a module would work on the host state machine. Host requirements, consensus state, and path introspection. So these are a few do's and don'ts for the host state machine. For example, host state machines must provide an ability to introspect the current self-hide. They must define a unique consensus state type, fulfilling the requirement of ICS2 with a canonical binary serialization, so on and so forth, such as timestamps. There's also a requirement of port systems, which is that host state must implement a port system where IBC handler can allow different modules in the host state machine to bind to uniquely named ports. We talked about this a few seconds ago. Ports are identified by an identifier. We've talked about the rules of identifiers as well. Host state machines must implement permission interaction with ABC handler, and there's a few conditions as well. These are not conditions as they are functional requirements. We've got datagram exceptions and data availability. Again, I would say this is best read in the manual, but for now, and for now we'll probably just not go over this. Event logging system is similar as before. These are requirements of the host that I think are important to understand. So I'd leave it for now. Client semantics.